Nakaparaarog ko, kodigo ko. Shoutout sa mga kabatch kong uwan na isadi na ako mga igin na nag-graduate. Amoto kato basta makapasara amunayan.
Opportunity given to me to introduce our guest speaker for this year's graduation and completion ceremony. Our guest speaker had finished her elementary days here at Rosary School Incorporated. She is part of the RSI Elementary Class of 2007. Our guest speaker had completed 2 programs and courses at Seneca College, Toronto, Ontario, which are Paralegal Accelerated Diploma Program in Flight Services, Operations, and Cabin Management. In her professional pursuit, she had become a customer service agent, a paralegal, and currently a flight attendant at Westjet Airlines based in Canada. Our guest speaker is a living testimony that we can always be more. To inspire us, here with us is Ms. John Mary Esplana Brojan. A round of applause, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's truly an honor to be here today. To the graduates, congratulations. This is your day, and I'm so excited to be part of this very special moment. To all the teachers, School President Ma'am Eusebia Gaire Quinones, Sir Oliver Gaire Quinones, School Administrator, families and friends who are supporting this amazing students. Thank you for being here and for being part of this special day. When Sir Oliver first asked me to be your guest speaker, napangisi na ako. I said, tauno ako, mukuman akong top 10 kadto, uda ako ka-award kadto, lakalawgaw ko. And second, kadakol kong tattoo. Covered ako kin tattoo. So, lang kuwang maging guest speaker baga. But then he said something between the lines that stuck with me. Let's break the stereotypes. Biden mo kung pauno ka nag-turned out more than what people expected to be. And I thought, yeah, I'm all for breaking stereotypes. So I thought to myself, maybe someone like me can stand here in front of you guys, not to impress you, but to tell you something real, something beyond the usual follow your dreams. So let me introduce myself again. I'm John Mary Esplana Brojan, proud graduate of Rosary School Incorporated Batch 2007. Tita na ako kung mag-compute pa ka mo. Back then, I didn't care about medals or being top 10 in ranking. Nakaparaarog ko, kodigo ko. Shoutout sa mga kabatch kong uwan na isadi na ako mga igin na nag-graduate. Amoto kato basta makapasara amunayan. And maybe not to try to get in trouble, though that didn't always work out by the way. I was that student who made teachers shake their head and say, ay, si John Mary na naman. Not in a good way, amo, aminado ko. The principal office, I treated it like my second classroom. Naririgos ako sa CR naan. Habang agko klase. Shoutout kay Auntie Biang sa pagiging motherly principal na mukad to. Sa kapagpapauram ko ba doon hindi siyaw God Tristan. Nag-skip akong klase para marigos sa tuborabod. But guess what? I turned out okay. Scratch that. I turned out way, way better than what most people expected to be. Once again, if you're wondering what I end up doing with my life, well, I hold 2 degrees. Proud ako kan. Kung kuno lugod ako naggurang, saka ako nag-igos. I'm proud to say that I'm a licensed paralegal in Canada with a diploma in paralegal studies, and I work in legal aid fields. Thank you. I'm also a cabin crew for Canadian Airlines, so yes, I went from courtroom documents to pre-flight announcements, a job that has taken me across the world and across the cultures. No, I wasn't the perfect student, but I never stopped there. I never stopped learning. I never stopped showing up. and I never let the old version of me decide the future version of me. Maybe it wasn't the lesson from the textbook that showed me who I was meant to be. But this school, Rosary Incorporated, still shaped me, because behind every warning, every second chances, every see me after class, were teachers who saw more in me than I saw in myself. They didn't just correct me, they cared enough to redirect me, and that made me a big, big difference. To all the mentors, advisors, and teachers, especially Mami Biang, Xiao, isin mo na. Salamat. You didn't give up on students like me. Sobrang thankful ako. You have no idea how your words, your patience, and your belief can go. Sometimes you didn't just teach subjects, you changed lives as well. And you know what's funny? Looking back, the signs were already there. I'd go to room, klase to klase. Ming disturbo sa nakin ibang tawo for no specific reason. Sometimes I'd pretend na agko ngaya ko iyanan, agko kukuhoon. Adto palan sa tuman sa nako kantin nag-end up, tamig nag-aalop. But now, turns out, that was my clue, apparently to be paradayan. I was built to roam, to explore, to go places, not just literally, but in life. I didn't know it back then, pero all those mini lakwatsa mission kong klase to klase were already painting me to who I'd eventually become, a traveler. Yes, a little chaotic, but purposeful. And because of my career, I've been to places I've never dreamed of. It brought me far beyond the four corners of this classroom, these school grounds, and far away from everything that was familiar. I got to see the world, meet people from all walks of life, and get a glimpse of how they live, what they value, and what they struggle, and what brings them joy. But it wasn't just the skies I've explored. There was part of my journey that grounded me too. I pursued diploma in paralegal studies and became a licensed paralegal as well. That role taught me a different kind of service, helping clients understand their rights, giving people a voice, and navigating a system that can feel overwhelming and unfair to many. And you know what I've realized? Whether I'm standing in a courtroom or 35,000 feet, it's not about the job title, it's about showing up for the people. It's about service. That's the real job. That's the part that matters. Some of the biggest lessons I've learned weren't from the books. They came from court documents, client stories, airport delays, culture shock, and deep conversation with strangers I never would have met if I stayed in my comfort zone. That's the kind of education no classroom can give you. Your behavior at 12 or 13 doesn't define who you're going to be at 25 or 30. What matters is your willingness to grow, to learn, and to keep moving forward when life gets hard. Life, it isn't always a straight path. Mine definitely wasn't, but that's what makes it beautiful. Now let's talk about you. You're growing up in a world that's loud, a generation that's online. Everyone's posting their lives, their wins, their milestones, their highlight reels. And it can feel like you're the only one who hasn't figured things out. So let me tell you something real. You don't have to have your whole life planned out right now. It's okay to be confused. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to not knowing what's next. Some people know what they want at 16, others figure it out at 30 or 36. That doesn't make you late, it just means your story is unfolding at your own pace. If you fail, good. That means you're trying. Most of the people who made it didn't get there without messing up, sometimes more than once. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of it. So if your path looks different or slower or messier than everyone else, don't stress out. That's a flaw. That's your story. And even more than anything, stay true to yourself. Stay true to who you are, and when it's tempting to be someone else. Now, before I end this, let me speak the language I know best. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your lead flight attendant. We are preparing for takeoff. of one of the most important journey of your life. Please make sure your seatbelt is fastened, your doubts stored in overhead bin, and your heart ready for altitude. As you fly into your college life, into your career, into whatever comes next, remember, you are the pilot. You control the directions. And even when there's turbulence, even when the visibility is low, you can still fly. Take the detours, enjoy the view, learn from landing, and yes, keep rising. Thank you so much for letting me be part of your day. Congratulations, graduates. Now, be gentle with yourself and go out there, not just to succeed, but to live fully. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your words of inspiration, Ms.